Hi everyone, I'm Zan from Fell and Fair. We wanted to make a quick video to show you how to modify a LARP sword to make it your own custom hero's weapon. This is the already very good looking Epic Armory Viking sword. So we're going to take this one today, we're going to modify some different parts of it, and we're going to take it from looking normal and off the rack to our very own unique sword for our event Weekend Warrior. So stay tuned and we hope you enjoy. So these are the items that we are going to need for our sword modification. First we have black latex paint. We have silver leaf paint, we have super glue, the sword obviously, paintbrush, foam brush, Sharpie, silver and black rub and buff, and last but not least, the wrap for a tennis racket handle. Alright, now that we have all our materials assembled, the first thing you're going to do anytime you modify something that's latex based, what you're going to do is you're going to take hot water, you're going to take degreasing soap and a scrub brush and scrub the weapon down or the shield or whatever you're working on. That gets rid of all the silicone, and so that way you can directly apply anything that you're going to be doing without it rubbing off later. Now you will have to reapply silicone to the blade later to make sure that it stays healthy, but for right now we're good. So the first step that we're going to do is we're actually going to take off the leather handle. Now Epic Armory sends these swords with leather handles, real leather handles, which is pretty cool. However, for what we're going to do today, we're going to take it off. So you basically just have to pick it out and then take off that leather. Now we're going to be using this black latex paint that we got at the hardware store to completely paint the hilt and pommel black. Now while you're painting your sword hilt, this will be a good opportunity to take in a scalpel and get rid of any foam injection lines that may be there. That happens sometimes when something is made out of foam or plastic with a mold. So if you want to do that, you can. I'm not going to today, basically because I think anybody that gets close enough to see the tiny little lines will already have been slain by this sword. And then they'll be embarrassed and probably won't say anything about it. But anyway, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tennis racket handle wrap. Now I got this on Amazon. You can get them in black, white, all sorts of colors. What I like about the white is once you weather it, it actually looks like buff leather. And what I really like about these handles is they provide a good grip, and even when your hand gets a little sweaty and wet, they absorb that moisture nicely and they don't get slick, so it gives you a lot of control in a fight. So we're going to go ahead and now put this on. Now you can remove the plastic from the back of the wrap and go ahead and begin wrapping your sword hilt. You want to make sure this is tight. Stuff stretches pretty well. So now that we are getting here towards the end, we will go ahead and trim it off at an angle and super glue it to keep it down. All right, now that we have our handle wrap complete, we're actually going to go into our Fell and Fair Field makeup box. We use this for film and photo stuff. This is zombie dirt. That's what they do with the makeup DIYs, right? Anyway, this is zombie dirt, and I actually just got some on my hands already. And what I'm going to do is I'm really just going to use my hand on the grip, just in the same way that I would fighting for days and months and weeks and years to kind of get some of that weathering. You can also apply some to a brush and kind of lightly brush it on. That will help you apply it to the handle as well. So once again, you're just speeding up the aging process that would normally happen over time. You're just making it happen really, really fast with charcoal. And now we take our silver rub and buff and we go ahead and apply it very lightly to the sword hilt and pommel, just hitting those high points. Trying to make those stand out. Now comes the rubbing part. So we're going to take a paper towel and now we're going to take some of our black rub and buff and go over the silver to tone it down just a wee bit. And then just a final layer of the silver. Kind of just hit those highlights and bring out the fine little details. Now after our silver rub and buff is dried, we can use a little bit of our last silver leaf paint and just hit those highlights to just bring out the last little bit of silver shine to our sword. All right, our sword hilt has been painted and weathered. It has been rubbed and buffed and is now beautifully silver and white. Now we could stop here, or we could add a couple more details that I think will make this blade truly worthy of a hero. All right, now I've written Fell and Fair on the blade here, and you can write anything you want, but that's what I chose. And what I'm going to go is take our silver leaf paint and just trace over what I wrote, doing my best to make it look like that kind of scratched engraving. There we go. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. This is the original sword that we were using, and then this is the modified Heroes version. We hope you found this helpful. These tips and tricks can be used on just about any of these type of swords, so it's a great way to take your average everyday weapon, upgrade it to a really awesome Heroes weapon. Once again, this is the Viking sword. You can find it at epicarmory.com. Follow us, Fel and Fair, on Facebook, Instagram, so you can see all the updates and what we do with these awesome weapons. Once again, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you out there on the battlefield.